Good morning. I'm allowing them to file their portions, correct?
Okay. There is a question of discovery here. At this moment, there is no discovery at all, and I would like to have discovery before the defendants are permitted to fill motion for summary judgment. Otherwise, it's like going in a war with bare hands.
Do you have a response to that, Mr. Dawson?
Yes, I do. First of all, that portion of the motion that sounds most directly in summary judgment is a motion concerning an ERISA claim. It is made with respect to a plan that gives the plan administrator broad discretion. So the court's review of the propriety of the plan administrator's decision would be conducted under well-settled rules in the Second Circuit with respect to the scope of review, and the motion, as will be presented to the court, will provide the court the information in our view. We believe the court needs to design that motion in accordance with second Erol Prace, and there is no discovery, as such, needed for that, because the question presented on an ERISA claim of this sort is, did the plan administrators abuse their discretion in the decision that they made with respect to the application for pension benefits?
Mr. David, you were given an opportunity to go back and exhaust your claims with regard to the pension issues here.
Well, I exhausted that avenue, Your Honor.
Right.
But the issue here is this. The defendants keep insisting that the prior judgment from the Florida court was on the merits. However, that is not correct. The Florida court directed the clerk to enter a judgment without prejudice.
Go on.
Instead, the clerk entered a judgment on the merits, which is contrary to what the judge actually ordered. Because of that incorrect entry, all subsequent courts, including the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 11th Circuit and even references to the Supreme Court, relied on that wrong judgment.
So you're saying the foundation itself is flawed?
Exactly, Your Honor. The entire matter has been affected by that clerical error, and now it is being used against me to deny my pension benefits.
And there has been no discovery in this matter?
Well, I am exhausted that avenue, Your Honor, but the issues here are what the defendants are still harping, is the prior judgment of the Florida court was on the merit. The Florida court in 1991, 3 candidates on judgment, it directed the clerk to enter a judgment without prejudice. The prior judgment was entered by the clerk on its own. That's not what the judge ordered the clerk. The judge ordered the clerk to enter a judgment without prejudice. The clerk entered, on the contrary, a judgment on the merits, and on the basis of the judgment, all the courts, including the United States Court of Appeals for the 11th Circuit and the Supreme Court and the New York Court, gave res judicata with respect to the Florida court. 5 years later, the same court, which allegedly issued the order on the merit, says, no, we made a mistake. In 1991, according to the clerk, to enter a judgment without prejudice,
and you will be able to put all of the information, make all those citations on paper, to me on writing, in response to this summary judgment application.
But yet again I need discovery, Your Honor.
I don't see how you need discovery at this point in time.
Your Honor,
Mr. David, I am not granting you discovery at this point in time. If it appears from the papers submitted to me that discovery, or there are issue must remain, I will give you that opportunity. Now you are going to be getting motion papers that will be sent to you. When will your motion be done, Mr. Dawson?